Okay, and as I said before, the topic of our meeting today is the association of maternal lifestyle behavior during pregnancy and childbirth with children's physical activity levels. And okay, so maybe you as a future professionalist have some knowledge about this topic. And the first thing is that physical inactivity is the first leading global mortality risk by the data from World Health Organization. Only 1 per 3 adults and children meet with World Health Organization physical activity guidelines. It is alarming data, and it shows how huge problem we have in public health, not only in Poland or in Portugal, but globally we have this such a problem. And physical activity is essential. It's really important. It's crucial for children. Physical activity. Physical development, mental development, cognitive development of children. And what we observe globally, we observe that decline in physical activity levels among children, including Poland, including Portugal, including many places of world. And why it is crucial, why it is important, because low level of the physical activity between children can cause some chronic diseases like diabetes, can affect for can affect for the obesity and many other bad health conditions. Maybe you could know this iconographic. It shows how often, how many minutes per day should we devote for the physical activity in each stage of life. For us, during this today meeting, it is important this two information: the activity during pregnancy and postpartum period, and activities for children and adolescents. For children and adolescents is 60 minutes per day. What do you think? It is large or big part of day, or not? It is possible to reach these minutes. What do you think? 60 minutes for children in early school age. Yeah, it's possible. It's possible. And how we can divide this period of time? 60 minutes per day. For example, at Poland, I think that in Portugal it's similar, but you can tell me how it looks like here. In Poland, we have some government regulation, and the children have to have at school 3 or 4 times per week some physical classes, physical education, and this one lesson lasts 45 minutes, and during this lesson, between other lessons like mathematics or language lesson, they have to have the physical education. It is similar here. The children have physical education at school? Yeah. Less times per week. Okay, so we have 35 minutes and 4 times for a week. But we have also something like a trend in Poland, but I don't know how it looks like here. In Poland, we have some from recent years that parents send children to some privately funded after-school activities, and it's like a piano lessons, like artistic gymnastic, many languages lesson, swimming activities, swimming lesson, private lessons. And we noticed that sometimes children are overwhelmed of the many activities. Sometimes I'm not sure that it is like to conscious to be to promote healthy lifestyle, rather the parents' ambition to create children like a future or I don't know, sportsmen or something like this. But in Poland, but I think that here maybe it is something similar. The children have so many private activities also here, like a piano or artistic, some activities additional. Yes. So the one part is physical education at school. The second one is privately funded after school activities. But it also is like, for example, 2 times per a week, they have to go, for example, for some swimming activities. But we have one, but it still doesn't enough. We still need more for to fill these guidelines, and we have some physical activity on free time when children stay with their parents at home or on their free time, and it is a place to discussion. What about this period of time when children stay on their free time? What do they do? As you see here, you see that children who are playing, but the main point here is when we have this free time, how children can be active if they don't know how. For example, which problem we have in Poland? For example, if someone, how can I take my children for bike trip if they don't know how to ride a bike? You know what I would like to say? For example, how my children can swim in free time if they don't know how to swim. So the duties, extra duties of parent is to teach their children how to be active. They also, of course, they can running on free time, they can swimming on free time, go to bike ride, but someone previously should learn them how to be active. So the main point is here, the duty of parents and maybe pregnant women, that they should learn their children how to be active, not only as a habit, not only to show, but it's also important. But the duties of parents is also to teach their children how to be active. And why this matter is this early childhood matters, because during this early period is forming long-term health behaviors. For example, I have three children, and when my daughters observe that I go to the gym, go to the ride bike, they ask that they also want to go with me or do the same. Yes, she observes us as our parents, and then they want to do the same. And if they observe, they learn how to be active. And I hope that in their future life, they forming their long-term health behaviors. And we, in our project, we hypothesize that prenatal factors also are important and affect a child's future physical development and activity. And we also hypothesize that maybe mode of birth could be also here a factor which can affect for the long-term health consequences. And we also would like to assess how some health behavior like smoking, maternal inactivity, or some pregnancy complication can affect for the children's physical activity level in future. We, in this project, find something like a research gap, because we noticed that many researchers think about this topic, but existing research focuses mostly on the short-term child outcomes like birth weight, like early development, but long-term impacts on physical activity at school age are unexplored. This complex interaction between prenatal factors and child activity, in our opinion, call for the peer analysis, and we try to do it. And the aim of our study, our project, was to assess the relationship between pregnancy and childbirth factors and physical activity in this early school age. And we focus on the maternal age, chronic diseases, smoking, physical activity during pregnancy, the mode of birth, and some complication and labor duration. Our study design, it was performed by the CAVI method. It is a computer-assisted web interview. We prepare dedicated link, which we share with the parents of with mothers of children in this period of who have the children aged 7 to 10, and this interview was consists 2 questionnaires. The first one we dedicated mothers, and mothers give us some responses about their medical history, social demographic data, and in the second part we use some questionnaire, physical activity questionnaire for adolescents. It's also have an option option for younger children, but the questionnaire looks the same. The questions. And in final sample, we receive the responses from 207 participants, and it was like diada mothers and their children. And then we our results we compare with statistical analysis. And what we noticed, also this questionnaire led us to assess the level of the physical activity of children, and the score led us to assess that it's moderate, low, or high. Our results show that half of our group have the low or very low physical activity level, and the next part, the next half, it's children who have the moderate or high level of physical activity. What it shows that we have really big differences between our population, that we have some space to intervention, because we see that we have some big group of people who have this high level among children, but also we have the same amount of participants who need some intervention in this part. So only 50% of children reach a moderate level of physical activity, and it is alarming trend among children with global data, which aligns with global data, and it highlights a public health concern. And we also find some association, which I think that is interesting, because when we have this our warm up, I asked you about this mode of birth. What do you think that it could affect or not? And our results show that higher physical activity in children was linked to no chronic illness, maternal physical activity during pregnancy, and vaginal delivery. So to be more precise, show how it looks like. So chronic maternal illness decreased odds ratios of high physical activity by 48%. Cesarean section decreased odds ratios by 44%. So I think that is really big amount of percentages. And the maternal physical activity more than 2 times per a week during pregnancy increased odds ratios by 90%. So as you think, and as you mentioned during this Mentimeter game quiz, you also mark that the family will be this important, crucial factor who help children to develop the healthy behavior in future life. And it is true that that maternal physical activity during pregnancy can predict of high physical activity in children. Also, many studies show some similar findings, like that health habits of children, that maternal habits can affect for child habits in future. And it is important to promote better motor skills and physical predisposition in children. Also suggests health limitation and attitudes may shape family lifestyle. So if you have under your care women with some chronic diseases, it should be important for you to adjust their program of exercise program for them, because we noticed that it could be crucial factor which can affect for their physical activity, also affecting for their children. And our results also emphasize the need to support maternal health. Also, what I would like to underline here and emphasize the high rate of cesarean section. In Poland, we have a huge problem with the high rate of cesarean section, and I was looking for some data from other countries in the European Union, and here we have Poland. So see, we have the one of the higher level of cesarean section, but I also looking for the data about Portugal. And Portugal is close to us. You also have a high rate of cesarean section on your population, which means that both Poland and Portugal need to improve this area. If mothers have no knowledge or don't know how it could affect for their not only for their health but for their children in future. They will be still to have to still high level of anxiety to have a vaginal birth, but the health benefits of vaginal birth compared to cesarean section, I think that is it's not many people don't know how it is important to know the benefits of choose the physical way of birth. So the problem of high rate of cesarean section is global problem, and as you see, for example, on this map, it comes from the Lancet. It is some journal, medical journal with high impact factor, and here we see that globally we have a trend with high rate of cesarean section. So it's quite important to also underline this topic. Surprisingly, we didn't find any association with maternal smoking during pregnancy, newborn birth weight, or perinatal complication, but maybe we need more studies like this, because maybe our group was too small to assess this issue. But one more thing, maybe you hear about something like pregnorexia. You know what is it, pregnorexia? It's something interesting issue because, of course, we as a future specialist should encourage women to be active, to prevent the obesity. Of course, it is important, but in everywhere we need something like a balance, because now we observe something like a trend. Pregnorexia is something similar like anorexia, and it means that pregnant women want to be looks really attractive during pregnancy, and control the birth weight gain. And sometimes they have too many exercise, have too many activities, and they don't keep the balance between the energy and activity, and it is something danger. For example, in media, maybe you know Nicole Kidman. She was a person who probably have this problem because she wants to look attractive and want to not have too much weight gain during their pregnancy. So if we encourage our patient to be active, we also should remember about balance and observe something also negative results of physical, not physical activity. Physical activity is also healthy, but in some cases it also could be a danger if it is under control. So your duty as in your future work, you will be like a guide, like a person who can promote, can show how to be active, how to develop this healthy habits, but also protect mother with negative consequences. We have some implication and recommendation, and to summarize, the key point is to promote maternal physical activity during pregnancy and encourage natural delivery, because we have the high rate of the cesarean section globally, and broader strategies needed, and with this like family education, school support, and active infrastructure. That's all for me. If you have any question, I give you my email address. And if you have any question now, I'm also for you. Thank you so much for your attention.